This is Houston, contact with a test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. End of test.
Take it off mute first. Hello. I believe we have all the levels the same as last time. So, the mission tonight, mute test.
Complete.
Sure, okay, it was a test. So, hope everybody's doing okay with all the crazy going on. Let's see, what else we got? Oh yeah, a little bit of good news. Yay! I managed to write let's see, not write, but copy, or wait, block and copy the appropriate 7 words to magically make the shader script spell work, and now my day job is looking a lot better. A lot more hopeful.
Less stress.
That was just ridiculous having to deal with all those different GPU manufacturers. Oh, I see there's some missing things. We did camera and sound, but we forgot the lights part.
Yay, better, more hopeful thingy, right? Always.
Oh yeah. It's up and running now. It was a royal pain, but we got it all working.
I seem to be lagging very badly.
Your lagging display?
I'm gonna reboot. Well,
all right.
Oh, but I want to see his thing. Wait, I'll wait till.
All right. Oh yeah. Yes. Well, we have your advice first, I think. Let's bring up the advice. There we go. So this was your advice that you provided about.
Oh, I didn't see this yet.
Moon and Minmus landings. Moon is nice and much closer. Minmus is a little further.
What is that word?
Which one?
Negligible.
Negligible. Not
Lord.
Meaning nearly zero. And so also the moon is about the same orbit as the planet, and east-west orbit of the planet.
Right.
The spin of the planet.
Okay.
And Minmus is a little angled. Like I think it's like 7 degrees or so.
Okay.
So obviously difference in size, higher gravity. I guess it's high gravity for a moon. I'll take your word for it. And the other one's, yeah, it's very low gravity on Minmus, that's for sure. Green, and then let's see. Let's get this moving upwards. So can't really see. There's nice large flat areas. Exceptionally low gravity. Yeah, momentum. Okay.
Most important.
Oh yes, let's bring up the most important. Yes, science payload. We do have that this time. Yeah, less gravity. So that's the text-based version. I think a lot of it is better explained by your animation. So, she's back with the glasses. So this was the animation. Is really cool. Here we go. I don't know.
I want to say I know exactly what it. Pitfall.
Pitfall. Yeah, this was familiar.
Nope. Dang.
Yep, that first landing was a flop over.
Pilot wings plus Star Fox. I would have never got that.
Distraction. There's never a distraction. Thanks.
Good luck.
Well, that
Captain.
was very helpful. So let's try to avoid all those and land nice and smoothly, like, right?
I actually loved that so much. That's the first time I got to see that. I loved it. How awesome was that? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Always good to get some extra bits. All right, so let's
That was
see.
cool.
We're over here in the game. Let's see.
Try to cover some of the more common failure modes.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to do that. You have such faith.
So in the interim, I have developed a Minmus lander.
Okay, tell me about it.
Alright, let's get our nice little music going. So, it's roughly the same rocket that we've been using unsuccessfully. Yeah, well, this one's far more complex because we were able to use some science and get some more parts. Plus, I was trying to make it mimic the configuration of the
Oh dear.
what would be a lander with a capsule. So we got our nice little arrow shell here. So we have, your Stay-Putnik, lots
Also,
of
that
solar
land,
cells.
Stage Delta B is, oh my.
We got lots of battery. We got our control.
You do intend
We got
to
our
land
spin
this,
wheels.
yes? Question mark?
Yes. We got thermometers, barometers, goo containers, antennae. We're pretty much all set for all the comms and power and such. And
Puts away space on it. Oh.
Hey now, remember, I only have to get one unbroken
Well,
piece.
it looks good.
to get there, right?
I'm really greatly worried about the redesigns.
But we got more stuff. So I got like a double capsule, so we're gonna start sending 2 of them in space at one time at some point. And then we got this nice arrow shell to make it all nice and aerodynamic rocket.
Well, Minmus is supposed to be easier than the 2.
Sure, but
he never does anything easy. Come on.
So then we got this.
To degrade more deeply. Get your red marker out, man.
So we got this little lander tank and engine. But then otherwise we have 2 other stages. This is my
first time seeing this as well, by the way.
Yeah. So we got a 3-stager here. So we got.
It's true. He's the kind of guy who wanted failure modes in a game all about failing.
Well, I wanted to make it a little more difficult. Once you get the hang of it, then there's got to be more challenges along the way.
Scientists arguing.
So we're mostly set up to go. I gave this a dry run. It was pretty good. I think it'll work.
I didn't see that, by the way.
No, that was a quick one. Do something difficult. Well, you said Minmus Lander. That's what we're doing.
Like interplanetary.
We're getting there.
Interplanet Janet.
We must do the other things. Ready to launch? Ready to launch. Yes. Everybody ready to launch.
It's true, though.
Where'd my little part go?
Steps need to be taken before the major leaps. Nah, he leaps.
Well,
oh god, here we go.
Previously I leaped. I leapt. Now I'm being much more careful about it.
This is him being careful.
Guidance.
Notice how even my animation, I used your old lander because I assumed everything was going to be the same. Please don't assume. You know what that is. But no.
Well, we're going up a generation. This one has more stuff. Good stuff.
We gotta go wacky, Patties. Go!
It does take a while to do full throttle with that one. But anyway.
Range safety is active.
Let's double check staging. I believe I've
Flight
already
termination is armed.
We have... Oh, staging looks a little wackadoo.
Tracking station is locked.
Why is the staging not what it should be?
Craft prepared to
Dang it.
switch to internal power.
Dang it. Dang it.
Final staging check.
Dang it. Dang it.
Hold for whatever he's doing.
Hold. Yes, staging check. Arrow shield.
Abort launch.
What? It's return to VAB.
Return to VAB.
Oh, if we must.
Why? What's wrong?
We're going to do the stage check in the VAB and save it in the vehicle so that we don't mess up twice. We'll fix it in the source docs.
I don't,
So we fix it here, and then we don't have to worry about it afterwards. You can see. So all that goes off once. Then the boosters. Then we're gonna fire that guy.
Didn't I scream staging at you earlier?
Yes. Well, and then we're gonna throw this arrow shield.
Imagine reprogramming the whole thing, rocking on the pad because it works so well. Cough, boy, cough.
Right. And then we got the
What's
this
the
here
B word?
release. That's the lander part. Now I believe we can get all the way to Minmus orbit with our second stage here, upper stage. And then we should be able to just be landing, and we may even have enough gas to jump back off and get back into orbit, or maybe get back to Kerbal, or push it into the sun. I don't know, something like that. Because once we get to Minmus and back, shouldn't I check if there's any Minmus contracts to complete while I'm at it? Let's do that real quick. Make some money.
I'm so glad you're so optimistic about an untested design. You do know us, right? You have been hanging out with us, right?
Oh, that's an interesting one. Reposition an existing satellite. Okay, we'll do that later. Science data from space around Minmus. That is one that we want to do, yes? Let's see the details. Always much look at the details.
Plant flag on the moon.
That's the next, that's coming. We're gonna get 2 dudes, right? To land on the moon. Figuring out unified finishing gravioli. Transmit or recover scientific data from space around Minmus. Well,
Dude,
that doesn't look like it has any.
I call my mom dude and my dad dude, my grandparents dude.
Everybody's dude. It's the original non-binary pronoun.
We call the dogs dude.
the traffic light. Dude, why did it turn red?
It's true.
Alright, this one looks good. Let us accept this offer. Since that's the plan to get around there. Science data from surface of Minmus. Well, that's the other plan for today. Any particular details? Let's see.
Incomplete. You get a lot of stuff. If you fail, you screw up a lot. Primary goal, just land. Science is kind of second to landing.
Well, we will. That's the goal.
Landing.
That is all the goals. But let's have the contracts in place while we do it. Double check our rocket and let us be launching. Always be launching. I don't think that's how that goes.
Always be sailing.
So I'm not sure. So I figure I'm just gonna forcibly deploy this when it's appropriate.
Minmus is really the easier of the 2 moons to land. This should be really easy. Should be.
Should be.
Should.
All right. And then double checking. Should this guy be in here? I don't know if I'll be out of the atmosphere by then. I think I will be. We'll leave it separate. We'll leave it separate and figure it out later.
Put the payload fairing all the way at the top and manual deploy.
Ah, I see what you're... Yeah, because otherwise it'll be in the way, right?
Bad mentality.
So otherwise it would be in the way if we...
Figured out later never gets it figured out.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm kind of
put
echoing
that guy up
in
there, and then put that guy there, and then put this guy here. There you go. We're all pretty. I like that. Alright, again with the guidance and the throttle.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh. I don't believe staging is screwed otherwise.
Why is staging screwed?
Hide all my crap.
And I am echoey.
Echoey? I don't know why.
Adjusting anything on the pad is...
Yeah, okay, but...
Anywho.
Let us be on our way.
Okay, go.
So, let us go check the orbit real quick. So, this is our target destination. He seems to be coming up to a good spot, because by the time we're in orbit, he'll be maybe over here. I don't know. He'll be close. So,
Quick question.
For circular orbit.
Go, before he does something. What's your communication systems look like?
Well,
because your last lander was perfect.
Well, we got double antennae on this guy, and we got all sorts of comsats all over, so I'm thinking it'll be okay. You ready?
Double antenna, what kind?
The tall, extendy kind. The one that sticks up like a...
Too high gain?
Oh,
God.
I don't know if they were high gain as such.
Let's just shoot this wacky tube. There it goes. Let's just make a crater on another
What?
planet.
We would never do such things. Very aggressive roll program.
So I watched Pi today, and he did not have any aggressive
Rolls.
none of that early roll.
Yeah. This craft is so aerodynamically exact that it is really hard to get it tilted over once it gets up to speed. So, keep my roll in place now. So we're just going to cruise at about 70 degrees. Aero exact.
Professional.
Alright. Solid rocket booster. Woo! Nice explosion. Throttle back to reduce our...
That's a big old rocket.
She is. She's
Off
a good rocket.
nominal, I don't know what SCP means.
Separation.
Hi.
Yeah, I didn't quite get the... did not quite get the... what am I thinking?
Throttle up.
Yeah, throttle up. But what else was I thinking? I forget what I'm thinking. Yes, we were throttling up. Oh, no, roll now. Not that rolling's all that bad in this particular instance. There we go. Now stay there for a while.
Standing by for
Atmospheric
separation at atmospheric escape. Go for arrow shell. Yeah, I can't speak tonight.
Alright, let's check our stats. Alright, so that's the big leap that we made into the sky. Ain't it lovely? Now, very, very quickly, let's go find
Ascent
our
trajectory
angles.
looks good.
7 degrees, not horrendous. I did a good leap, good eastward leap for the moon, but Minmus is off. So now let us create ourselves an orbit, yes? Gotta make the noises. Let's see, 255 by 371. I want it to be nicely roundish, but doesn't need to be. Yeah, that's good. That'll be good enough. I hate having a stage in the middle, but I got some spare fuel.
Just get into the orbit for now. Yes, it's too early to start talking bets. Is it too early to start taking bets? No, it's never too early.
Right now, this reaction wheel is undersized for the size of my rocket. Yes, I am man enough to admit when I have an undersized reaction wheel. Whatever that's supposed to be.
I don't remember landing upright.
I believe I can.
I remember like flipping and flopping.
Alright, we got a long 1 minute burn. Well, not long. 1 minute ain't too horrendous. Come on, SAS. Do your thing.
The SAS did not pass today.
Alright. Oh, that's the problem. We're not quite at. There we go.
The orbit insertion burn.
Alright.
Or not.
Start burn in tuna minute. For the 1 minute burn. And I think I'm going to. Tuna minute?
That doesn't sound good.
And I believe I'm going to have to go to the ship view to make all this behave. 2 minutes! Well, let's get that where we like it for when we come back from ship view. We got a good targeting. Right about, yeah. Minute 42 to the burn. You want to warp to the maneuver? Sure, why not? Whee! 1 minute.
Biggest thing I'm afraid of on Minmus is SAS dependency or stalling.
Well, we shall see.
Because it's super easy to overburn on Minmus.
I bet. Well, we can tune the engines, yes. Luckily, you can do that in the middle of the mission and adjust it for the needs of the mission. 27 seconds!
And since this is an extremely new rocket, there's obviously no way for you to be able to adapt.
Adapt, overcome, improvise, or something in that order.
But that's a chick thing, I think. There's a reason I never modify my landers.
Once you get them working. Now back to the moon view. Will it let me stage in this view? That's my biggest pain.
Because once you learn the, quote, feel, it's hard to relearn a new lander. Especially since you touched the ground only twice.
It's not technically ground, is it?
I don't know what they call it. They might call it something else.
The regolith of the moon. We ate regolith.
Hi, new person in the room.
Burning, 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 burning all that fuel now.
first time you landed, it was like 40
meters per second. That's just, all the speeds are meters per second. Alright, beginning throttle back.
Didn't think I'd remember that.
Well, you know, if I hadn't heard it for...
Regolith is just Regolith with the lisp.
Regolith.
Hey, Flask.
Here we come.
Like almost 90 miles an hour.
Approaching cutoff.
Oh, crap, I hate
there
that.
There we go. That looks good-ish.
Looks good-ish.
Good-ish. Hey, we took 1/10 of a degree off our angle while we were at it.
Say
That's
hi
not
to
too
Flask.
horrendous.
He just came in the room.
Hey, Flask. How's it going? Hope you're having fun hanging out with everyone else hanging out, I guess. Pretty much.
So the other one was right above the tolerance for landing.
Oh, yeah, probably. Alright. So now, next maneuver. Get our angle right.
Like 14 meters per second at an angle.
Yeah, well,
angles.
I'm going to blame all that on the comms failure.
Flash says he's doing great. Corona free for now.
6.9
There's no
negative.
failure for the 14 millimeters per second.
I gotta make the noises. So
That was
clearly.
all pilot.
Woo! That was a quick 10 degree. 12-second burn. Yes, I know we're close to the planet and it takes more. But this is my plan. I'm sticking to it. We're gonna go pure.
Go for orbital inclination adjustment.
That's the plan. Burn. Don't forget burn. Everything
Ow,
ends in a burn.
Orbital burn, man. That just
Inclination burns. As we always say, go angles.
go angles.
It was written on the back of some dude's car in L.A.
Was written on a lot of people's cars in Los Angeles.
Go Los Angeles angles. Alright.
I wonder if he's done
Warp
any
to next
hover
maneuver.
training since last time. No.
I don't know.
Arrgh.
No, I've never tried to hover. I've always just tried to land.
Arrgh.
Alright, 57 seconds to the burn. We are positioned for the burn.
Well, hover is part of landing.
Only for the,
Hopefully for those who land.
only for those who really want to land slowly. There, that looks a little better. That'll help me keep it on track.
Understanding lateral movement management, etc.
Yeah.
And
Well, you know, that was the other thing I thought about putting on here. I did have reaction jets. I should have probably put on reaction jets. I knew what you were saying. I just couldn't do it.
like when I said cut you that, you're like, what?
Burn in two.
There's a new person in the room. Hello, new person. Might have just been Flask coming back. It's like
Maybe.
flying a helicopter. He doesn't do well at flying a helicopter.
I haven't done much helicopter, but I got to tell you, it's really hard trying to land or fly the V-22, which is the airplane helicopter.
It's like flying a helicopter.
Negative
it's all
one.
about gentle corrections and tilts.
Yeah. Well, we'll try. We managed to get within 1.1 degree. All right, now let's figure out how to get over to Minmus. So there's the Minmus. Yes. We're gonna try this 3 o'clock orbit thing. Put a node right about here. Alright. So first off, we're gonna do a whole lot of this. But a little less than all that.
A nice stop and drop style landing will be ideal if you keep your lat to 0 or nearly zero.
That's the plan. Ah, well, look at there.
Rather than last time with the hook and angled landing. What?
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
Whatevs.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Debating on how much I really want to have as little speed as necessary to get the encounter, so that I don't have to slow down as much when I get there. Oh, not enough for an encounter. Enough for an encounter. Now let's look at what we're looking at here. What kind of periapsis do we get? 1 million? Alright. Little downside to having all this stuff. Is there a declutter in here somewhere? Oh yeah, there is. Let's see. We don't need those guys. Oh, that made it simple. What about other orbiting stuff? Debris.
You only have a few things.
I know, it's just hard to get to the maneuver node once there's all those Earth stations or planetary stations. Alright, now we're going to tweak this maneuver because we got like
you think this is cluttered?
20 minutes.
Boy, you're gonna have fun later.
Yeah, I know. Let's see what kind of periapsis we can get. Woo, there we go.
I had like 50 con stats. All in all being checked.
Yeesh. That looks good, right?
Yeah.
We want it inside our other orbits. 84,000.
Yeah,
that should be good enough.
50 would be Elon Musk's dream.
50 concepts. He's going to have like 1,000 or something ridiculous.
Might be a bit low.
A bit low? Alright, well. Ah, that's about wrong. 270,000? I kind of wanted to be inside the orbit of our other satellite. That was part of the thought.
Might want it to be a bit low.
Oh, you might want it to be a bit low. Yeah, that was what I was thinking. Great minds think alike.
Sink.
Think alike. Alright, we're cruising out to Minmus. Yes? Ah. Alright. Get on. So, this just happens to be like right on target too, eh? So, I'm like essentially fired at target? Yeah, isn't it? Ah, I need a legend up here somewhere. Interesting. I basically fire at the target, and we both manage to orbitally line up and catch up with each other at the right time? Alright.
The right node target also happens to be direct at target right now.
Right. There it is. So, cool. Well, that's convenient.
Worried grown.
Is that always, you know, when you do any kind of transfer orbit, is that always the case? You want to kind of point at the thing and then catch up with it later? Point at the target, but then catch up later?
Context sensitive, no.
So, not always, you say. Alright. Start burn in 17 minutes. 35-second burn. 35-second, we're going to leave it at full throttle.
Depends on a lot of variables.
Yeah, a lot. Like 3.
Not a lot, but like 3.
So I believe I launched this puppy with the antennae already extended. So we're cool. Let's see what our consumables are. We're all charged up. Contracts are doing stuff. Are waiting there. No high gains. That's why we got all the little comsats, right? They got high gains. And then I'm gonna be close. I thought that was the point to the comsats. Was to not have to have... Oh, redundancy. Well, true, but... I haven't totally redundantized it. Thinking like an American.
Stop thinking like an American. Start thinking like a what? A Russian?
Russians had redundancy. Why? When we didn't. Why would that be?
Oh, Homer Hickam. We cannot start thinking about Russia.
Das Vidanya? I don't know what that means.
Yes. Yes.
Warp to next maneuver. Warping.
Oh. Let's just do it. Just do it. Don't care what it looks like. Just do it as good as you can get.
I don't know about as good as you can get, but as good as necessary.
Americans, I want it big. I want it fancy. You mean you want it over budget?
Over budget and under redundant? Is that the problem? Alright, 27 seconds.
Not really working yet. Yeah, it's true. I've never used it all.
13 seconds. We're lined up. We're ready to throttle up. In 3, and 2, and 1, and throttle up. Watching my orbit. What a wonderful way to say pay attention to my orbit. I don't know what. My problem is I can't come up with a second good line of lyrics. Parody lyrics. Stay on there, target. Throttling back. Throttling back.
I don't know.
Back.
I'd help, but I don't know what your... Oh, God. I just realized. Does this thing have a good name?
What?
No.
Have a good name? You mean... Minmus Lander 1? I admit it's a bit literal. Ah, oh, danged it.
You're welcome. Thank you. Instantly, no. Did you see him put a name on it? Because I didn't.
Well, it came with a name, Minmus Lander 1. But more importantly...
It came with a name.
My maneuver was incomplete. I'm sorry, I have to fix my maneuver.
Time for node correction.
Yeah. Oh, that looks even nicer though. Look at that. I came to like rock around it.
Somewhere.
But it's 0.1. That's 0.1. That's going to take
Boofed it. B-O-O or B-F-F?
Boofed it? Boofed it? Doofed it?
Boofed is British.
Oh, I'm unfamiliar. I've not paid attention to my British. 0.3 second. 0.6 second.
We are about to run out of
2
transfer.
seconds. 1 minute to the maneuver of a 2-second burn. We want to focus back on Minmus. Yes? Or do we? No, we do not. We want to focus on the orbit.
You have to pull this off kind of perfectly.
Ooh, 2 seconds of burn.
Because of how you redesigned this.
What do you mean? Seems okay. It's not particularly
tolerances are
mostly
much
more
thinner.
not particularly more redesigned.
You have 1,000 less delta V.
I'm not sure on all that. But I'm concentrating on the burn right now.
And your transfer stage is almost kaput. Don't be throwing those Russian words in there.
Oh, damn it. Ah, distractified.
And you'll probably need to use your lander for orbit.
Well, looks like we managed to get some approach. Anyway.
Kaput is German.
This is true.
Yiddish? Yeah, I can hear that.
Oh, that's not a good orbit. Schmeck. Hey, I'm doing a direct ascent. See? I don't need the transfer stage anymore, right? Impactor probe.
Ow! Impactor probe.
Well, let's see. Is this something I need to correct now or after I do the encounter? Well, my encounter is in the planet, so I guess I gotta fix this now. Alright. Where in the hell is my orbit? Where is Minmus Lander? Interesting. That's all weird. But basically, we need to do opposite what we were doing and slow down just a touch? Or do we need to speed up just a touch? Let us do another node roundabout, maybe roundabout here where it takes least power. That should take less power to correct things. Mm-mm. Nine-second burn, Minmus approach.
Those nodes are your magic way of predicting the future. Use a node. Circle out.
Alright.
So you want to land, not turn into the land.
Yeah. See, it actually thinks I'm going to be swung out from under and this kind of thing. Yeah, this is what I want to view. But I want to view that and Mr. Maneuver Node at the same time. Hmm?
People don't think you're smacking into anything because no extra people are coming in.
Yeah, right? Wait a second.
It's up there.
Alright, so that's my current orbit, is the brown one, yes. Alright, so that's what I'm confusing. Confusing orbits.
No.
No, me? Confusing orbit?
He's confused by the trajectory line. Bad omen.
It claims I'm...
One line?
It doesn't say I'm going to have a moon encounter, but it looks pretty close. So let's see, past the moon here, let's add the maneuver. Nope.
I have no earthly idea.
I'm just trying to find a better orbit. There we go. I mean, that's further out, but...
If you're totally confused or whatever, you can just wait until we encounter in inner orbit and adjust in.
Well,
that correction looks better.
Yeah, but that orbit was essentially smacking into it. It just doesn't sound... I mean, I suppose I could have just slowed down right here, right? But that seems like it would be nerve-wracking. I like this mid-course correction. It only requires 1 second of burn time, and I've got 357. So...
You go, baby.
Alright, and... Warp to next
You know
maneuver.
what you're doing? Oh, warping. I hate the warp.
It's okay. It'll
It's
stop
okay.
me. It stops me a minute before the maneuver. Gives me time to get my butt on maneuver marker.
I got at least no wind to panic. No, I panic all the time, man. Come on. We ain't even close yet, he said.
We ain't even close to panic. Look how tiny difference that is, though.
I'll tell you when you can be scared.
1 second burn. I'm gonna do it incrementally, obviously.
Which will probably be stalling out about 10,000 meters.
Then flipping.
Then flipping. Then overcorrecting. Slamming it. Then panic burning.
Panic burning. You know me so well.
It nose down into terrain after loss of signal.
No.
Maybe not. Oh, Apple Appses.
I believe that's about right. Let's see. It looks better anyway.
Failing on your first time means you're a human and not a dirty cheater.
Right. I suppose that's one way to look at it. Alright, so...
Burnt while not looking at Minmus. That was a blind burn.
But Minmus was way over here. There we go. Not nearly as close as I was hoping, but close enough.
And...
It's a lot of mouse wheel.
What?
It's a lot of mouse wheel zooming in and out. There.
Go for encounter.
Alright.
I want to actually see if there's a bunch of people that come in here when you
Minmus
get ready to
escape.
smack into them.
See, where is you? Where'd you go?
There was 187 people watching some guy talking about this today.
But he probably knew what he was doing. Minmus escape.
I wish I would have got his name.
Minmus encounter. There we go. That's where it is. Interesting. I go wee whoop. Minmus encounter. We'll go slightly before the encounter just to give me some time to be unwarped. Look at all them spinning around there.
Ready,
Whee!
gentle capture. Oh my god, it makes me want to throw up.
Oh. Whee!
I hope you are.
Here comes Minmus.
In the radio show, throw up. Nothing has even happened yet. All of that warping and stuff. This is a piece before the warp.
Alright. So I got a pretty good signal way out here still. Actually, it looks like I got a good signal directly from Kerbal.
Hello, new person.
It's not even bouncing off things yet. Kerbal. Kerbal.
When you start seeing rocks appear in landing shadow, you can panic all you want. I'm sure I'll panic before then too.
That's a weird periapsis.
When you start seeing the boulders pop in, is when stuff gets real.
Alright. We're moving forward slowly to the encounter.
Alright, do it. Up pucker time.
Seems to take a lot longer than expected.
You realize, oh my god, I'm here and I'm gonna land now.
Oh no, we're we're going to orbit, or we hope we're going to orbit, and then we're going to figure out where to land. Because I got to get into orbit at least to do the science, to get the contract, and so on.
I think it's going to take a long time.
Well, that's convenient.
Low gravity.
Well, that was convenient.
Yeah,
It stopped warping at the encounter. Well, that's what we need, right? Time for thinking. What control lock? Oh, bother.
High gain.
But it's a nice green line.
Warping.
That would be why. That's because I'm warping. Not the high gain.
There you go.
I thought I killed... Oh, it didn't kill it, warp, it just slowed it down. Okay. When I got to the encounter, it slowed it down. It didn't kill it for me. Alright, now we're going to slow down and get into orbit.
You still probably want to get those high gain eventually.
Well, yeah. I'm sure. Let's see. So we retrograde a lot, yes? Whoop! And then we're around Minmus.
So observation orbit is pretty easy on Minmus, but I'll discuss once you get into the orbit.
About how low should I get? What should be my parry? Oh, this is kind of a elliptical orbit.
Don't go too low.
127. What do we got? A 5-minute burn.
200,000 meters lowest for now.
200,000. Alright. There we go. Area 218. Apo 364. Burn time 5 minutes. That ain't gonna work.
Want to save as much of that transfer stage as we can in case we need it.
Yes. So let us see. At full power, it would be an 8-second burn. I can manage a 16-second burn. Close enough. 17-second burn. Ah! I got 19 seconds left. Well, at least it'll get us to orbit. I'm guessing.
You've been delighted to see how wonderfully flat most of Minmus is.
I hope so. But it looks like I'm gonna burn up all my fuel.
I'm being sarcastic.
Are you?
Making it a perfect place to land. Landing various missions, etc.
I'm sure we'll put all sorts of science there eventually. We got these remote science-y lab things that you can drop off and they'll do science for you remotely. 199.9. Sure. I'm gonna be that accurate.
You can even land using the Kerbal. Yes, the gravity is so low you can use an EVA pack.
Yeah, we heard that last time too. Oh, there we go. So we're heading towards the Minmus, like so.
Well, the safest idea, but possible.
Yeah, well, I don't. And you can get back off if you have enough fuel, right? All right.
You're okay.
Shall we warp to next maneuver? Otherwise, it's an hour away.
Yeah.
Does anybody play this in total real time? Because that would be a lot of waiting.
I might.
That might be a lot of waiting.
He was on today for a long time.
Warping to maneuver.
Only masochists and prisoners of war.
Well, if you want to see if you can actually handle it, I guess.
Well, we are in self-quarantine, so...
Right? 51 seconds to a damn near all my fuel burn.
Go for orbit.
Going for orbit.
You can probably manual this.
Probably. Now that I've done it a few times.
Nice and easy. Cheesy.
Easy cheesy. Oh, 20 seconds. I was reading the wrong one. Hate when I do that. Read the wrong line. Put things in centimeters instead of millimeters.
Orbit.
Here we go. Freaky what the orbit becomes. I mean, pretty good. Left myself with 1 second of fuel.
Welcome to Minmus.
Whee!
Achieve.
1 second of fuel left at 50% power.
Begin observation. Renewable science.
Alright, so let's see. We got this here pressure gauge. Does that say anything? Not really. Because we're not coming back. Oh well. Plus, that'll be good on the surface, right? Probably the same thing with the temperature. Yeah. That'll be good on the surface. Now, goo container number 1. Observed. What? While in space, high over Minmus. I did not do this before, that I know of. I don't know what. Could have sworn I ain't done no mystery goo over. Yeah, I remember the Kerbanet. I have to look it up where it is again, but I could have sworn. What's my contract anyway? From space around Minmus and versus the surface from space around Minmus. And if I observe it here, it says I'm observing it while in space high over Minmus. Alright.
Do not transfer goo.
Well, there's nothing to transmit. It ain't worth nothing if I transmit it. Which... But that was the point. Well, that's interesting. So, is it because I have a contract to transmit or recover data from around Minmus that if I transmit it around Minmus, I don't get the science, but I do get the money? Unrelated. The temp is 0. Oh, you're saying just transmit it anyway. I see what you're saying. Okay. Even if it's nothing, even if it's a blank observation, it's still an observation. Yes. I see what you're saying. Yeah, there you go. Although I'm going to have 2 goo capsules and nothing to do with them. Do they care now? Because I could swear I have not done this before. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, well, we'll do it on the surface. And maybe we go into a lower orbit, yes? Let's go do that. Needy dog. It's not. Well, I can blow whatever's left of this transfer stage lower in my orbit, so I can get a better observation. It's not going to be too much lower because it's only 1 second worth of burn. So, so let's go back. Take a check. Take a look. Let's see if I burnt all my fuel at the periapsis. Going retro.
Burn carefully.
Well, that would give me a nice little orbit for observation, yes. And then I just burn up the rest of that transfer stage and I can ditch it. Ditch that transfer stage.
Good node.
Obtaining orientation.
Just complete the stage at the node and get that good observation going.
And yes, and maybe it will be considered low orbit over Minmus or some such biome. Warping the next maneuver. Yeah, I see those dark colors, the flat areas.
Yep, that looks like a lot of uppy areas that look like mountains.
I know. Well, we will plan carefully, I believe. Or at least we will try. This is pretty much just a burn until I'm used up maneuver.
And you can't come back?
I wasn't planning on coming back.
Okay.
I'll be good with just landing.
Remember, if you have to land on the mountain, you want the top. This puppy ain't coming back.
No, it is not.
That's funny.
25 seconds to the burn, although it's probably good enough here, right?
Not part of the plan.
Well, I thought if I had enough fuel, Delta V left in the lander once we landed, maybe we'd hop back into orbit. But that's probably unlikely.
Return, I mean.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have enough to get back into orbit and return.
And this thing could never survive re-entry.
Oh no, that was part of the plan, was to just like burn it up in the sun or something. Or on re-entry. Everybody likes to see something burn up on re-entry apparently, so why not give them what they want? Burn it up on re-entry after we've collected the data and all that.
People like to see you smashed into the ground.
That too. Alright, we can be done with this useless.
Begin observation landing zone designations.
Alright, Mr. Minmus. I'm going to want to be retrograde by and large. Mr. Kerbanet,
Even
yes.
prepared gear open ahead of time.
I guess there's no atmosphere, right? So I take it these dark spots are the places I'm looking for.
Can't see crap.
That was backwards. Doesn't look like much extra detail, really. Sector. Oh, that's where you name them, huh? The gray gradient. Top left. Alright. Cycle display mode. How many display modes are there? Display visibility. That helps a little. Doesn't seem to make a difference in the display mode. Well, maybe we'll force a refresh? No. I don't know. I'm like thinking though, I maybe want to land like there-ish. Looks like a good spotty. Doesn't look like there's any extra. Alright. Yay, chocolate. We're taking a look at Minmus here.
Oof, that Delta V even Minmus scares me.
1300. I know, it's got a lot. I'm probably gonna have to tune the engine down.
Because normally there'd be like 2 more steps, but we can't afford them.
Well, now I'm under some other orbit.
13.5 meters per second is not nearly as much as you think.
Alright. Let's put this over there for the moment.
Because you can go really low observation pre-park.
Put in some
Nice, safe, circular orbit for observation, stop and drop.
how low would we go? We're already at 178. Oh, that's right there. 178, 115.
But again, Minmus is a land of gentle gravity.
20,000. Well, let's see what kind of burn we would have. Good retro here until our Apo and Perry change.
Lower your... I have no...
The lower your altitude when you stop, the less your acceleration towards the surface. Yeah.
I couldn't think of that word.
Let's see. Yeah, 0.7 seconds to change the orbit. Because there's barely any gravity, huh?
It'll be incredibly easy to overburn.
Well, this is where we tune engines, yes. I'm going to send our engine in for a tune-up. Give her like that thrust limiter. That gives us a 4-second burn. We want even less. 13-second burn? I like a 10-second burn I can manage pretty decently.
When you get within 10 meters, you just kind of have to let it happen or abort. You must make up your mind.
10 meters? Oh, of the surface? Or of the...
0 lat at 10 meters.
10 meters altitude. Well, hopefully we'll be going nice and slow enough to just go to boop on the ground.
Boop.
Yep. Just go boop on the ground.
Sure. Why not? Go. Boop. Exactly. Boop.
So this is the position I will be in, but I will be on the other side of Minmus when I fire.
Well, that's pretty cool.
There's not a lot of flatness on this side of Minmus, is there? Alright.
Alright.
Warping to the maneuver.
Oh.
Make sure we got lots of data signal. Looks like we got lots of data signal. Turn this around where I can
Don't
see
be
it.
afraid to look at all the zones.
All the zones.
Like you noticed there was just one patch.
That spot down there looks good, but I don't think we'll change the angle of orbit too much, will we?
This side, the right side, has tons of flat.
That's probably where we'll aim for, then the flat on the bright side. 9-second
turn the
burn.
camera and actually look.
Turn the camera. Yeah, it is crud. Why is it so crud?
Since the curb net is kind of crud at the moment. Why does she add so much anger to it? I will try not to do that. I'm not angry. Or when I'm actually angry. I'm no angrier when I'm actually angry.
Ah, you dang it.
I'm doing emphasis.
There we go. Emphasis.
Yes, emphasis. You heard me.
Alright, now let's go see if
We get low observations.
let's see if we can there's Minmus. And let's see, can we look at the goo now and it be any use?
Label
I brought
multiple
two
sites for
goo.
consideration.
I brought 2 goo, one for orbit and one for landing, and there's no use.
Look at that wonderfully flat lounge.
There's just absolutely no use for the oh well. Alright. I guess I can
worried about
observe
the
it.
goo. I know, I don't understand. Why are you worried about the goo?
I thought I would get all this science.
How quaint.
I thought I was going to get a bunch of science.
I wanted the
For
stuff so
observing
you
the
could find more
goo.
stuff. Meanwhile, I'm worried about you smashing into the dust and exploding.
Sure, but if I have the goo in the data along the way, it's not totally wasted. Plus, everybody come in to watch us go schmack. Look at how slow I'm going. 81 meters a second to stay in orbit. Jeez.
We're optimists.
Alright.
Where this lander has a head on it. Right?
I've been looking too much at the
zones. What?
the bacteriophage too much lately. It looks a lot like a bacteriophage.
No bacteria talk.
Alright. So if we get to our periapsis here, right, we would want to land in this sort of flattish area, yes?
Okay.
And then, but we kind of, can we observe that? So it's kind of like here-ish. Oh, there it is on the planet. There we go. Now, where's the place waypoint?
I'd lower the PE and then look at the land on next orbit. Just don't jump steps.
Lower the PE? I thought I already did. I thought we got a periapsis of 24.
Oops, my bad.
You want the apo to be 24 and then take a look at it?
Lower at PE.
Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, well, we already have the node.
Make it nice and equal, yeah.
We already got the node there, so. More retro
Do
burning.
some final observations.
39, 24, 25, 23. Are you trying to burn up all my fuel?
24K, 24K.
Yeah, pretty close. That looks like a decent maneuver. Alright. Getting ready for the burn. Another burn. So many burns. Burn!
You don't have much choice, Captain, unless you want to just go for the landing. Yep, he's just going to go for the landing.
No. We're taking advice. We're not just going to be going silly. You know, it'd be kind of stupid to not take advice as someone who's played before. while they're here.
And remember, the less fuel you have, the less mass, more TWR.
8-second burn, you say? In 30.
Oh. That face.
20 seconds! I swear I'm gonna get rid of the full throttle button. I keep accidentally hitting it.
You said you were going to tonight.
I know, I didn't take the moment to redo it.
That's funny. So for the next orbit around the bright side, you can get a better idea what the landing zone will look like. You really don't do well with that button, do you? No, he doesn't.
No. I'd much rather have two buttons that cut power.
The one that goes fast.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Ignore that and look at the thing.
Full throttle. It was great for emergency aborts, though.
I suppose. Alright, now we got this nice little itty bitty orbit. Let's go take a look since Kerbinet's all. Ooh.
Okay, begin final observations.
Ooh. Look at all that. Let's get this field of view out some.
Minmus looms ominously. Not for me.
Don't it?
I don't see it at all.
You don't see the big green ball?
Nope, you're frozen.
Frozen?
Yeah.
Doesn't claim I'm frozen. Well, where should we land? Right about here?
You're completely frozen on mine.
I don't know, it might be your page.
Good on
Doesn't
my
claim
end.
any. That's an awful lot of mountains.
Please do not ask questions if they are joking. I'm not joking, I can't see.
I don't know. I don't know why it's being that way.
Now I see it.
Oh, I'm so close. Curbing it, not very useful, is it?
Because landing right under you right now, like you said, would not be ideal. That's mountains.
Yeah.
That's what I was answering.
Yeah, all the light stuff is mountain, yes? So like if we put a waypoint at that target. See them in map view, is what you were saying, yeah. Let's double check it in map view here. Yeah, that's not so great. That's not so great. Yes, the plateaus. Great Minmus Plateaus.
Oh boy.
Am I like under super close orbit now? One more time with the goo. Yes, 16.8 science. Finally, in space near Minmus. So I brought 2 goos. Yes, yes, yes. It will suck a lot of stuff and destroy the goo capsule.
You will need to balance the two.
Right side. Oh, yeah. Definitely on the bright side.
You're Doug McCarty does sometimes. Melted clouds. Because right now, light side is not the same side as Kerbin.
Let's see, where is... Oh, I see what you're saying.
If you really wanted to be safe.
I see what you're saying. But isn't that why we got comsats? In fact, I'm bouncing off a comsat right now. I would have direct line. Well, maybe not totally direct line.
You assume that the comsat will be exactly where you need it.
That's why I put 2 of them.
That's cute. He is very cute about a lot of stuff.
Ooh, look at all the circles and ovals.
Wow.
Let's see.
India thought they'd be fine too.
Did they have an orbiter communication? Oh, that's right. The lander did not make it, but the orbiter did. See, that's half science.
They had
right?
a brand new top of the line almost directly on top of the lander. And it still got obscured. Because the moon is mean.
Yeah, it is. It likes to eat landers, that's for sure.
And bumpy and stuff.
Let's see, where is that there sun we're looking at?
Boy.
Alright.
Wow.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm just taking a little orientation trip to zoom out there. Alright. None of these look great. This vast sea over here is where it looks like a good place.
To find the sun. Yeah, that looks better than the other, but...
This general vicinity looks like a decent...
rather than just zooming out one AU to find out.
So somewhere around about here looks good.
That's a really big minty flat. Yeah.
But I'm not looking at it because I'm currently on the other side of the Minmus.
That's what he just said to you.
So let's come around here so we can take a look at it.
Yeah, the nice big flat land would be nice. Just wait till you're above it and do a marker, yep.
Whee! Well, we're not quite above it. And we got direct line of sight with Kerbal on our radio.
The marker isn't necessary, but it's good for orientation and sighting from a distance. From a distance.
Alright. Well, let's get a little bit more over it then.
We could attempt landing, but it might be a bit high, but he's gonna do it anyway. Never mind.
Well, I didn't. No.
You just warped.
Yes, just a little bit, because I wanted to get to where I could put down the marker, which should be around about there.
If you didn't warp, I would have said go for landing.
Oh, well, but see, you keep changing your mind. You say like observe a couple of times, and then just go for it. LS1.
Do I? I mean, could.
So, because I haven't tried this activating.
This is really easy.
Activate navigation thing. Navigation set to LS1. So does that mean what? What exactly does that mean? Navigation.
I guess you're getting ready to find out. Flexibility is allowed here.
So I'm gonna go back around.
Shrug.
Come back around to like here, maybe. Yes. And then we're going to figure it out from there.
And then that's where he said that he would say.
Alright.
Oh, Lord.
Alright.
One more. And start considering your stop about halfway over the flatland. Stop and drop style.
Alright. So what does it mean to have navigation active? Oh, here it is. Right here on the nav ball. That's what you're trying to say. Is that I should put myself on a nav ball there. Yes?
I believe that's what that their thing is. Yeah.
What that their thing says.
I believe that's what it is.
This is a new one on me. So, you said halfway over the flat?
That's what he said.
Get rid of Kerbal.
You have to point to the target.
Am I pointing to it? I should be retro the target, should I? So as to land.
Go around one more time. Don't focus on the target. What's he supposed to focus on then?
I thought you said I would retro burn like right here, and that would stop me, and then I drop. That was the idea. Right?
That's what he said.
So if I just retro until I got no orbital speed, then I'll fall like a rock.
Drop it out of the way. That's what he said.
That's what he says.
Let's do it.
Let's see.
So like almost 0 orbital.
Yeah, and that would take about 0.1 second.
Hi, new person in the room.
Apparently, it won't take much at all. So yeah, just wait until I'm right there, because it's not going to be a long burn, that's for sure.
Do it, peer pressure, do it.
Warping to next maneuver.
Everything you do will be gentle.
That's what you said.
Go for Minmus descent sequence at your discretion.
I have no discretion.
What's discretion?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. It's late. Anyway, 0.1 second burn.
Descent sequence program.
I don't think it should be there though. I gotta tell you, I'm thinking it should be more like right over it, right?
Tracking his go. He didn't say for you to do that.
That looks better, does it not? That looks like a better node. It's the same length of time. It's just give me a little more minute.
Tracking his go.
All right. We were pointing in the appropriate direction.
Time is burning. Prepare.
There we are. There's the sunball. Why does that look backwards? That don't look right. Huh? Wait a second.
What do you mean backwards? Retrograde. Yeah.
So, I'm moving this way across the planet, yes? Well, you see me flying across the planet here, right?
Yep. Oh, lordy.
Oh.
Give me your keys. You've had too much.
See, now this makes sense. One of those things where
there we go.
Yeah, now that makes sense. I don't know why the target is like that. Whatever. Screw the target.
Screw the target.
Screw the node, I mean.
Screw the node. I did say.
Screw the mode. You said it's only going to take like a itty bitty touch of.
Don't focus on target. Just cancel
down.
that orbital.
We are canceling lateral.
You will drop
speed.
naturally.
Whoop, 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 camera.
So now you are suborbital.
That's what the little wiggle was.
Sequence active. Oh, descent sequence active.
Just trying to slow down while there's still lots of flat.
Complete.
You think?
Check trajectory. Burning.
Yes. I'm reducing my orbital speed, you said. Okay, I'll stop. Yeah, well,
Yeah, keep going to almost 0, like 20 meters per second or 0.
well, since I got the engine tuned down so much.
I knew people coming into the
Here we
room,
go.
lower the better. Everybody wants to see if you're going to smack into the Minmus.
Right? Well, don't we all?
No, I don't want you to smack into Minmus.
No, you want to see if I do.
Zoom in.
There we go. That looks like a good little landy. Yes?
Yes.
Let's get ourselves completely retrograde.
Well, we are stopped.
Are we stopped? It says we have an orbital speed of that and a surface speed of that.
Switch to surface velocity.
$15 meters per second. What's my max? 20?
You still have a tiny bit of lat, but will reduce as we descend. Max what?
Like max surface speed for contact. Other
Zero,
than
he
0.
said.
Other than 0.
He said 0. Max safety landing?
Safe landing, yes.
Where you're going up.
Hmm?
You're going up your surface. Very low due to bounce.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my my acceleration towards the surface, or speed toward the surface.
Less than 7
Meters.
per second.
So this has got to be 7. Or less.
And it's going up.
Yes, we can let it go up.
7 meters per second is touchdown.
Let's see what
not
a little
approach.
touch of fuel.
We don't know sports ball metaphors.
Touch of fuel to keep me from going too fast.
Touchdown equals touching down. Oh, okay. Not an analogy. Okay.
I'm really high up still, though.
I don't know what he's doing.
I'm getting a feel.
You're watching him just like I am. I have no idea.
I am getting a feel.
Let her drift.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a feel for how much thrust I need. Oh, well, while she's drifting.
Anything else you do will just add latitude.
I got lots of battery.
People are leaving because you're not smacking into stuff.
We got some pressure data. Yay.
Thank God he's gonna. Yep, he's doing it.
Think I'm gonna burn up all my battery? Let's not burn up all my battery. I got 1. Plus I'm way out here at Minmus. You know how that goes. Yeah, just burning up battery.
More than anything, and he does it every time, right?
What?
Like taking a phone call during brain surgery. Docs do.
They do, actually, yeah.
They actually do take calls.
Maybe not the ones you want, but
no,
they
no.
do. So, my surface speed. Now, you say I have a little lateral. Oh, what is it? There's
Try
no...
canceling the lat as practice.
So that's...
So you can see the lat, right? The latitude?
The...
Right?
Well, the lateral speed, you mean? Or the fact that my retrograde marker is not
the
right
retrograde
over...
target is slightly offset.
Yeah. So do I want to fire at this angle or on the other side of it and push it north? I would... So like, let's just do a little maneuver. So if I would fire...
Maneuver. Other side.
Yeah. So like if I fire slightly over here, I kind of push it up towards the center, yes?
Below.
So we'll give it just a touch.
Exactly.
See where we get. seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Moving really slowly. I like when it's moving slowly, and I can control it.
The lower you angle it, the more it moves.
Yeah. Boop.
Go Eagles!
Woohoo! That looks pretty good. That looks like I'm falling straight down.
Let her settle. Why is it moving?
I'm just getting there set in.
Slowly but surely. Don't call me Shirley.
Just trying to keep it right centered so that I don't introduce any lateral.
Descent looks good.
It looks like a decent descent. Is it a decent descent? We got a nice landing zone below us. Landing zone below us. Above us, only space.
No.
How fast should my speed be? I'm thinking I don't want to let it get out of hand.
I have no idea. That says 67 to the surface, no more than 100 meters per second.
But, like, how much should I try and slow it down?
If you burn too high, you just waste fuel.
I understand.
If you burn too low, then you just get pushed back up into space.
Or you get smacked into the surface for letting your speed go too high.
So how much to slow down?
Enough.
You find your own balance. It's your craft.
This is your craft. Yes,
it's
I've
his own
crafted my
that's
craft.
That's for sure.
We're at 8,000. I'm slowing her down. 8,080 meters per second. Let's see.
You don't know its characteristic yet. 5,000 equals 50 meters per second.
Alright. 50 meters per second at 5,000 feet. Or meters. We're at 74. Let's slow her down a little bit more.
Since your craft is so light, you might be able to really slam on the brakes near the ground.
Maybe.
Do not stall.
Nope. I'm ready with the engine cut off. My speed's descending. I got 4,000 feet.
20 meters per second, you risk stalling accidental lateral movement.
Alright. Nope. Stay still.
Drifting.
$46. 30. I'm just going back and forth between the surface speed and the altitude.
Descent looks good. No landing shadow. And my butt puckers.
Yes, butt puckering. Where's the landing shadow?
It's underneath that ball.
I can't see it.
No landing shadow. There is no landing shadow. We are in shadow. Oh, are you on the other side?
No, but we're like below a mountain. On a flat, in a little bit of a valley between mountains. We're below 2,000, below cutoff. Let our speed gain back up.
I hope you don't lose spatial. Prepare for landing.
We are preparing for landing. Once we get below 1,000, we're going to start to burn.
Why are you burning?
To slow myself down some more.
I don't know that you're supposed to, are you?
Well, I didn't want to get below 220. But I'm going pretty quick now that I'm closer to the surface.
Yes, you are.
Alright. 1,000 marker.
Prepare final approach.
800 meter.
14 meters per second. Burn. Remain on target. Cut throttle. Let her drift. Gently at 7 meters per second. God, that looks like it's gonna hit. You got it.
Woo! We're down.
Oh my God!
Yay! We're down.
Perfect. Hey, you put your moon
Wunderbar.
cola away.
Yeah, go grab your moon cola.
Same game. Yay! That was awesome.
That was pretty
Be right
good.
back, Space Cola. Be right back, turning the oven on.
She's going for a space pizza. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Yeah. Alright, now for another goo collector. Observe mystery goo from surface of Kerbal. Or Minmus, rather. Transmit, I thought I did that one. Transmit or recur... Oh, it's green. Yeah, so I did. Okay. Transmitting data. Let's see, I suppose I can turn off the SAS, yes? That'll let her settle.
Back. We're both back at the same time.
Alright.
I just turned my oven on.
So we got our contract settled. Let's see, what's the pressure gauge say?
Disable engine.
Ah, yes. Unless we want to take off and go back into orbit. We got 915 Delta V. Think we can get back into orbit?
Shut down engine.
Alright. Engine disabled.
Hello, new person that just came in. You missed it.
What is the temperature of Minmus? It didn't actually give me the data.
Welcome to Minmus, Captain. That was
Yay.
a perfect landing. Textbook.
That was
That
pretty
was
good.
actually really good, considering how bad you made it sound, Melted Clowns.
Yeah. It helps to have communications the whole way. Let's see. Yeah, we got good comms right now, too. I guess I can just look up here, but I'm always full probe control.
Full probe.
Kerbal strength from Nye Island. Did they name that after Bill Nye?
I made it sound so bad, so you took it seriously. It worked. Cheers!
Alright, what else do we got here?
And my little video. Your video was good, man. I really liked
it
it.
is.
I'm glad you thought it was fun to make, because I really enjoyed it. That's the first time I saw it, was whenever you showed it.
But
That
you
was
gotta,
awesome.
But you gotta admit, this is a cooler looking lander, right?
I'm glad.
I mean, it's got
Well, it's
science,
cool, but
it's got extra solar, it got extra battery, got a big old reaction wheel. Actually, I guess that's the reaction wheel, it's spinning.
easier to explain with words. It reminds me of Russian Luna probes.
Luna.
Russian Luna probes.
I guess the
So
bacteriophage
you're just gonna leave
had
your
like
space
6
junk up there?
Well, it's not space junk. It has 915 Delta V. I believe I can launch it off Minmus, into Minmus orbit, and then shoot it into the sun! Yes!
You've got 15 more minutes of my time. Can you do it in 15 minutes?
I don't think so. We might do that next
If you're worried about space junk, you should be playing Kerbal.
No, there was one guy who had a whole video about used a single stage to orbit to go up and pick up all his space junk, and at least cause it to deorbit. So it becomes junk in the front yard of Aerospace Corporation instead.
Yeah, but why bother? Because we're trying to be conservative
Just to see.
of the universe.
Just to see if he could do it. I think that's like 90% of the reasons why there are Kerbal missions on YouTube. Can I do that? I don't know.
But Kerbal, we have the magic of deletion and going back. Go back in time. Wayback Machine and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Alright. So that looks good.
But now you have the surface
On Minmus.
on Minmus 2.
This is true. Minmus surface comms.
comms.
So it's not totally wasted. It's all useful.
Yay, that's something good.
Yeah, and we should be able to get. I mean, the solar panels, while standing here, should be more like on top of the dome, but
It'll be a good landing beacon.
yeah. Well, it's good for something.
And it can easily target this or near this for future missions.
Ah. Well, it's a nice long, big plateau. We got all sorts of stuff we can. Ooh.
You're not gonna plant your flag?
That takes a Kerbal to stand out, I think.
Oh, perfecto landing.
Whee!
Final grade. That's an A. Come on, that's an A. Hey! Yay!
Although my battery is draining for some reason.
Why is your battery draining?
Well, I guess I have to.
Because you're not in the.
I'm in the shadow and.
He said turn everything off.
Yeah, hibernate.
It's called being in the shadow. Shadow
Hibernate.
of the night. So bad, take my hands.
No, I've hibernated everything draining.
It'll recharge when Minmus rotates a bit.
I guess I can always come back and fly this one again in order to re-enable stuff, right? How convenient that you can just randomly jump out to places and do stuff.
That was awesome.
Alright, we've got a Minmus Landing.
I'm extremely excited. Perfect landing. That was
Cool
really,
beans.
really good. I'm extremely surprised that we didn't bounce off of it.
I know, right? That was very stressful.
I expect the next moon landing to be the same. Let's do that on Sunday night for sure.
Yeah, we can
try that.
try that. Now that we have some idea more what we're doing, we got ComSats, we got all sorts of stuff.
Cool. Hey, thanks again. That was really, really awesome, the video you put together. I laughed my fat butt off, and I'll probably watch it again in a little bit. Oh, no, Saturday, sorry.
Yeah, Saturday.
Saturday night. Late 30.
Late 30. Alrighty, bye.
Bye!
Take it, button, yay!